All right, everyone. Thank you very much for connecting with us. We are live and direct from Pretoria, South Africa. This is the African Portal Radio TV International. It's going to be a great conversation. You know, we've been talking about it. This is trending in our space. And right now, right here, we are with one of our very own, the great legend of our time. And I'm so excited to have him in the studio with me. And guess who? All right, let me break the silence. Let's connect to this great leader of our time, a juju musician, gospel artist, doing well in his own right and his own space, and also making things happen in Nigeria and globally. I'm so excited to have you in my studio, and I'm so excited to see you here. Kindly let the world know who you are.
My name is Prince Ebaodosumu, aka Mega99. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Let me take you from that Mega99, because when you mention your name, Dosumu, a lot of people connect with it, and a lot of people like, but a lot of people keep on saying Mega99. Why Mega99?
Yeah, when I formed the band, it wasn't Mega99. The name that I was using then was Prince Ebaodosumu and a superstar band. So it was later I decided to change it. When my father was alive, he was very, very popular in Celestia. My father was a very popular person in Celestia. So as we were told, whenever he gets to church back then, he will worship from 9 to 9 in the morning at national headquarters, Makoko. When Oshofa was coming from Ajase, that was the first church he built in Nigeria. So in that church, my father used to conduct service, as we were told. So from 9, 12, 3, 6, and 9. So when people now saw that, this man is very consistent, he used to worship God, he humble himself, he doesn't make himself great. So they now gave him Baba, they now gave him that name, Baba 99. He will worship from 9 in the morning till 9 in the evening. So people started calling him Baba 99, Baba 99. So they gave him that. As God will have it, he bought a car. On that number plate, 99 was there. So when I now formed my band, I've told you the name I was bearing before. So I now decided to change that name to 99. I was now looking for what to put before that 99. And I don't
make
want
it balance.
Yes, and I don't want to put my name, because you can hear, okay, like my father, King Sonny Ade, he used his name, Evangelist Obey, command. His name is Baba Obey, Fabi. We've seen people using their name, and I don't want to use my name, Ebel Odosumu. And I opened my dictionary, I saw Mega there. Mega means great. Great. So as a band leader, and I had a meeting with my men, I told them I want to change that name to Mega99, Great 99. So I took that 99 from my father's name. I don't want that name to just go like that. I don't want that name to just die. Are you getting my point? So I now picked that 99 from my father's name, and I added Mega in front of that 99. So ever since then, people have been calling me Mega99, and I like it. I like that
You
name.
know, it's difficult for some people to even know your real name. That's Mega99 become a household name.
Yes, I had an interview on one radio, and then I asked people to mention my name. They didn't know my name. People were just saying Mega99, Mega99. They were just saying Mega99. They don't know why, and I like it that way. I like that name, Mega99. I don't want my father's name to just go like that.
What does it mean to grow up in such an environment, grow up in church? What does it mean to you?
What does it mean to?
To you, growing up in the church environment?
It was fun, fun, fun. My father built a church for God. The name of that church is CCC Oshodi One. It's a big church in Oshodi. That church is situated in Oshodi. So, and I was born right there.
Church.
So, growing up, you know, my father, that church, we have musical instrument there. We have guitar, just name it, keyboard, name it. So when we were growing up, we go there anytime. You could be playing drums, you could be playing guitar. So there's no instrument that I cannot, apart from trumpet. I do play bass, lead guitar, drums, keyboard. Living in that church compound, church premises, helps. That thing is still helping me now. Because I learned so many things there. I learned how to play drum, to play keyboard. So we were many. So we just go right there. They will not stop us. They will not ask us not to do it. So those things are there. So I enjoy growing up.
In church environment.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about being a pastor's child. A lot of people say that most of the pastor's child go astray. Is that true?
My father was not a pastor. He was a shepherd. Are you getting my point? Oshofa was the pastor founder. So they used to go astray because they don't have the fear of God. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. As I am, I have fear of God because when I was 14 years when I lost my father, but before I lost my father, we were like 5 and 6. Are you getting my point? He used to lecture me. He will open my. He teaches. In fact, he teach me how to fear God. When he was alive, he would just be talking about Jesus. So that made me not to go astray. When he left me, honestly, you should be able to say 1 or 2 things about me, because you cannot see me on Facebook fighting. Have you ever heard Mega99 is fighting someone? Have you ever heard about that? Have you ever heard Mega99 disturbed them there, or Mega99 did this, he collected this, and he no. Ever since I've launched myself into the music industry, there's nothing like Mega has done this, he has done that. No. I humble myself before everyone. I don't fight. I don't make trouble. I follow peace with all men. So those who are going astray, they don't have the fear of God, because the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. The only thing I used to tell God to give me is fear. I want to be fair, to create his fear in me. If I want to do something bad now, that spirit will don't do it. It's a sin, and I will stop. And I like it that way. By God's grace, I can never go astray, and I will not. Those who are going astray, they don't have the fear of God.
All right, let's look at that, because I like the way you present that. A lot of people say that it's not the fault of them that they go astray, that the problem is from the parent. Possibly parent doesn't have much time to look after them, possibly disappointment they see their parent go through in the ministry. Would that be true?
Wow. Know that my father had time for all of us when he was alive. But you are in the church, your father is talking about the word of God. Those who come from outside to worship, the parishioners, Some of them will believe your father. They will be listening to your father. They will not go astray. How about you? Your father is preaching. The parishioners, we obey him. We follow. We believe him. What about you? His son. You should be able to take after your father now. You should be able to be doing what your father is preaching. Some people just decided to be living bad life, to be behaving waywardly. Some people just decided to be doing what is bad. But as for me, when my father was alive, I like listening to him whenever he was preaching. Then I will sit down, listen to his preaching, and I'm taking one. I was very small then. I was very small. I'll be like, so outsider will come, they will gain a lot. How about me? I should gain more than them now. We are eating together, sleeping together. I should be looking at his step, the way he's taking his step. When my father was alive, he was a typical man of God. In fact, my father was a God-fearing man. And I'm taking that step, and I believe my father is in the right place in heaven, and I want to make heaven. I don't want to go to hellfire because I know where my father is, and I used to talk to him. Whenever I want to see him, I will go to his tomb, talk to him, and he will answer me. So you should be able to be looking at your father, to be seeing what he's doing, and to take after. Whenever he's gone, take after him. You know what? My father used to say in Yoruba, "Teba se bi aye, wa wono bi aye." People they don't want to do the will of God. They want to do the will of themselves. And if you want to satisfy yourself, you cannot make heaven. Yes, now if you want to do your will, you're supposed to be doing God's will now. Obey him, be reading Bible always. You will not go astray. So your father has a church, or your father is posted to one church. You will not listen to his preaching. You will not listen. You will not obey. Does your father used to tell you that don't
listen to what I say. Listen to what I say, but don't do what I do.
Don't do what I do.
All right. Anyway, that's just by the way. That is not where we are going to today. I just want to touch about your childhood memory, and I'm so excited that you give us a very good foundation. Let's talk about the age and when do you start your band? When do you discover that, yes, I can sing professionally?
All glory to Jehovah. I've been singing in my daddy's church right from even when I was it not? He said when I was told that when I was very small, they took me to Imeko. People gathered. I was about 5 or 6 then. They said the crowd was much. The crowd was too much. And that was the time they gave my father prophetic message that this boy is going to be a great musician in his life. So I was very small then, but when I discovered myself was when I lost my father. Because my father, when he was alive, I wasn't suffering. I did not suffer when he was alive. So when he died, we started suffering, nothing. I will have to go and work before I could get. I did labor. Are you getting me? I go and carry pong pong before I could
be able to
make some amount. Are you getting me? So I even went to Osu, popularly known as Olabisi Onabanjo. This, but it was very cumbersome, very difficult for me because all the courses I did was over 70 because I would go to sawmill I would go and ask them, can you give me any job to do in order to survive? Because when I lost my father, my mother wasn't doing anything then.
So it's only your father that is providing for the family.
Yes, now.
So that tell on you guys, you have to go out and suffer and make sure that you bring money back home.
No, wow. It was very cumbersome. My mother was a housewife. So when my father died, and I got admission, so for me to now go to school, so one man, that man liked my father, so we now promised that, whoever gets admission in the Sumu family, he will sponsor that person. So when I got the admission to Olabisi, when I got admission, they took me to that man. When we got there, he said, congratulations, so you made it. Your father was a good person. I'm going to sponsor. Whatever you need, come to me. Go and bring the list of what you are going to. Maybe you want to rent a house, or you want to do this or handout, whatever you want to do in that 4 years.
I will take care of it.
I will take care of it. So we went back home. When I got home, we calculated everything. So 2 days after, we decided to go and meet he was living very close to my father's church. When we got there, we saw so many people there. We saw them crying. What happened? What happened? He said, so person is dead. The person that wanted to help me, the person that has promised to carry all my load.
Sponsor my education.
Sponsor my education. My man, I was highly disappointed. I felt bad. I was downcasted. I couldn't do anything again. When my mother now said, education. So I now decided not to go to school again. My mother now said, education is the best legacy. She will try her best. I can't forget that word. She said, education is the best legacy. That she will try her best. So my mother started selling pop-off, buns. She will give me whatever she had then to go to school. I will go, but the money wasn't enough. I would go and work. Before I could get back to school, he was they've done this test, they've done. So, all my courses,
You couldn't meet up.
I couldn't meet up. They were all based on 70%. So that time, I don't want to be talking about it because it was rough and tough. But today, we are giving thanks to God.
Now, let's look at the ministry of being a musician, a gospel musician. Why do you choose the gospel? Why don't you go into the secular music? Why gospel?
Not that I was the one that formed or created gospel juju. I combine gospel and juju together. The reason why I combined those styles was that I like listening to King Sunny Ade's music and Baba Obe. I used to listen to 3 of them. But when I was growing up, when I lost my father, when we wanted to do the burial, so a musician now came out. That musician reigned. His name is Sashino Peters. The album he did then was Ace. Kirijiji. And I like that album. I'll be dancing whenever they are singing. So I combine Sashino Peters style, Baba Obe, Baba Sonny, and I'll sat down, look at Baba Yewa, Baba Buruburu, Baba Remela Banji, and if you remember one, Baba Buruburu, Remela Banji, and Baba Imole Ayo. I look at their style, and I decided to combine gospel and juju together. The reason why I did that was that I picked something from their songs, lyrics. Their lyrics were second to none. I like singing about something that will make sense. Something I like doing indelible records. The record that will be there as long as we live. And I like to do something that will live, that will be living after me. So I now pick from their lyrics, I combine juju with gospel. And now, so if you look at the juju they were singing before, so you can be hearing something like this, shiki shiki, ibadi. No, so in my own, nothing of such. I bring gospel into it and I modify it. So let me give you one example. I did one album, that album, thank God for that song, thank God for that song. Wàá gbọ́ àdúrà mi yẹ o, bá mi ṣe kí n lè rógòlò láyé. You cannot call that one juju now. It's pure gospel. Another one is there, ọ̀nà àrà o, lomi bá wọnú àgbọn. Those album, the one that brought me to limelight, was the one I did in 2003/2004. I titled that one Money. Money. I sang, this is the song that brought me to limelight. Èdùmàrè fún mi ní money, bang, bang, bang. Èdùmàrè fún mi ní money, bang, 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 bang. Yeah, orí ló ní ṣe, yeah o, ẹ̀dá ò lárópin o. Mega99, Èdùmàrè fún mi ní money o, yeah. Èdùmàrè fún mi ní money o. That song did a lot for me. So after that, I did Onara, I did Whip Not, Thanksgiving, and so on and so forth.
All right, let's look at it. The journey into the becoming a gospel artist, releasing song. If you count 1, 2, 3, if you don't lose count, how many albums you've released?
17.
17.
Yes. 17.
How long you've been in the ministry professionally?
Professionally, I formed my band in 1994.
1994.
Yes.
One of the time that stood out for you was during your 58th celebration when Baba Obe. Tell me more about it.
Baba Obe surprised me. I can never forget that day in my life. I was told not to do a party. I never wanted to do a party. I just wanted to thank God.
Quietly.
I was asked to go to church to go and thank God. So, but I now decided that I should just send a day to that very day, because that day happened to be on Sunday, on the 17th of March. It's my birthday. So when I clocked 50, it was on Sunday. So on Saturday, I was having a show at Badagry, and I called my guy, my bandman. Let me send message to some people because they've given me cows, rams, name it, bag of rice. What are we going to do with all this? We cannot finish this thing. Let me invite some people. So I now started sending text message to people. So I now said, it won't be okay if I don't inform Baba Sonny, King Sonny Ade, and Baba Obe, Evangelist Obe Commander. It won't be okay. I sent it to Baba. I sent a message that I'll be 50 by tomorrow, and I want them to come. Jokingly, I never wanted to invite them. I sent it to Baba Sonny.
A day before.
Baba Sonny didn't reply instantly. But Baba Obe replied me instantly. He even called and he said, my son, so you are going to be 50 tomorrow? I'll be there. I said, yeah. Baba Obe, I was scared. I called my mother. Baba Obe said he's coming. We are not doing a party now. Why Baba Obe want to come? I never wanted him to come. And I called Baba back. Daddy, I just wanted to inform you. I don't want you to come. Baba said, don't say that. I'm coming. Hey, Mutirogo, I call my men. How are we going to do it? You just wanted to thank God. Baba Obe said he's coming. They said, no problem about that. Now, Chairman, don't worry now. It will boost the birthday. It will make it more glorious. And I said, okay. To my greatest surprise, someone came on that very day. Someone came around 8 o'clock. Said, Baba Obe said, we should come and put things in order. Check the instrument, check everything, and he left. So Baba Obe came around that one. In fact, I was super excited. Baba came, even blessed me with huge amount of money, which I never expected. Honestly, I must confess, Baba Obe gave me huge amount of money. Some people now went to him. They asked him, why did you come to Mega99 birthday party? He has not been coming to your house. You are not related in any way. Do you know what I used to do? Every December, I used to go there with Christmas gift. I will just take that in there. I will not even see Baba, and I will go back, not knowing that Baba
is noticing that.
Baba is noticing that thing. He's writing it down. Baba, till tomorrow, Baba now told them that. Do you know what this guy used to do? He used to take good care of me. Baba even told them that he didn't give me an invitation. No. He just sent message. Baba said, I honored that text message because he has been taking care of me for long. The money Baba gave me, I don't want to mention it. What I've been buying for Baba every December.
Nothing compared to what he did.
That money could not be compared to what Baba gave me. Baba surprised me. Baba made me happy. Baba made my day. I can never forget that day. And I've been praying that Baba, God, leave Baba. We are still enjoying Baba. Baba should be there for another 25, 30, 50 years in good health. So shall it be in Jesus' name.
Amen. Let's look at your life as a gospel artist that now step it up to make it gospel juju.
Yeah.
What are the challenges that you face in the industry and in the ministry?
That question is 2 billion question. You want us to talk about talent, but I will tell you the one that paid me most and that made me to have my own musical instrument. I was very small then. We rented instrument from one man, and we are still going to, was it not Osogbo or Ekiti? So, and we wanted to leave a day before that day. And that man he never told me, he never disclosed to me that someone will go and use that instrument a day before that party. He didn't tell me anything because I was very small. I don't know anything. Somebody just invited us to Osogbo. That was the first tour. We used to call it tour. If you want to leave Lagos, I based in Lagos. That was the first tour I got in my life. So I was excited that we want to leave Lagos today. We're all excited. We bought clothes, we gathered money, we bought a uniform. The war that we are going to wear that very day. So me too, I bought one lace. I've never bought lace in my life, but because of that party, I bought. We were happy, we were jumping, dancing. So when we got, that man said, we told him that we want to leave latest 10 o'clock in the morning, a day to that event. Yes. He never said somebody is going to use it to. Somebody, when we got there, the man knew that we were small boys now. He cheated us. And he said we should sit down. We sat down, waiting, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock. They've not brought the musical instrument. And I went to him, Daddy, but you said they will bring the instrument by 12. We've been here since 10. They've not brought it. And we are still going. We're supposed to reach there a day to now because we are still going to balance, set everything a day to. Because I like going to party a day before. I've learned that from my dad. He likes, my father when he was alive, he liked Baba Obe. My daddy, when Baba Obe came to my birthday, I said, my father wanted to invite you to his birthday, but he couldn't. But see, I don't have money to call Baba Obe, but God gave me the grace. Baba Obe came willingly to my birthday. So I don't want to forget what I don't want us to forget what I'm talking about before. So when we go, and I told that man that time is going, help us now. We were small, don't cheat us. Where is the instrument? Then, they are coming. they didn't bring that instrument not until some minutes to 12 midnight. We loaded the instrument before we could leave Lagos. That's already late. We left Lagos around after 5. Before we could get to that place, you know, I don't know what. When we were going, the truck now got spoiled. They started repairing that one before we could get to that party. It was already. I didn't mean, we left a day to, you know, they have, if the truck spoiled, we will have
see the solution to
see the solution to it. So unfortunately, that man cheated me. They couldn't, they didn't bring the instrument on time. We got there very late. The party was almost finished before we got there. So that person was furious. That person was annoying, but we begged that person. He said, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to do that. But we begged that person. So when we got home, and I called my men that, you know what, I didn't mean we have
our own
instrument, our own truck.
This will not happen.
This will not happen. Such will not happen. And I decided to have my own instrument. And I went to this man. His name is Anoze. When he was alive, they are still selling the instrument, but he sells instrument. But that man is no more. And I went to him. I told him that I want to buy musical instrument like Baba Obi and Sonny Adeson. That man looked at me. He was laughing. He was just laughing. He said, "You this small boy, how will you do it?" And I said, "You know what? I'll be paying bit by bit, as in by installment. So just write my name down." He said, "I cannot do that again." He just brought one education out. He said, "These people are owing me. I can't do it." But he later called me and he said, "You this small boy, I like your courage. I will help you. I will help you." That man used his money to bought ultra-modern musical instrument, containerized musical instrument, ultra-modern. He used his money to buy those instruments, and he gave everything to me, and he asked me to be paying bit by bit. Wow. That was how I acquired ultra-modern stage musical. So whenever we are having party now, if we want to be there 2 days too, or a day too, nothing like disappointment again. I can never forget that day because I was very small. I cried.
What is keeping you going?
The support I enjoy from my fans. The support I enjoy from them has been my driving force. What keeps me going is God Almighty, because I am endowed with songs. I've not sang song. I've not sang anything. I have songs. I'm working on one project now. After that project, I'll be releasing almost, maybe every month I'll be dropping single. Or we'll sit down and have meeting, or once in 3 months or once in 2 months. So the I enjoy from my fans has been my driving force. Because you say, Mega, the album you just did, I like it, keep it up. They used to encourage me. So, and I like that thing. If I even, at times I will make mistake, they will correct me. They could correct me on Facebook. Some of them will call and I will correct myself. I'm a listener. I do listen to people. And immediately they correct me, I will just make amend. So, the support, God first, before everything.
And the support from your fans.
He put my love in their minds, in their heart. The support I enjoy from them has been my driving force.
Your first performance that stood out for you, that you can never forget?
It was it was when Baba Sonny Ade came to my album launch. I didn't know him. I've never met him in my life. I've never seen him in my life, as in King Sonny Ade. I just said, we want to do, I did that album and want to do the album launch. And I decided to go and give King Sonny Ade an invitation. My colleagues, they said, leave Sonny. Sonny will not come now. I said, I know, but I want him to know that there is a person called Mega99. I just want him to know that name. He said, leave him, he won't come. And I said, I know. So I now went to his office. When I got there, they didn't allow me to enter. And I told this gate man that, why wouldn't you allow me to enter? Don't you know me? He said, who are you? I said, I'm Mega99. Who is Mega99? No, go back. Okay. If you don't want me to enter, collect this IV from me and give it to Baba Sonny. They just look down on me and get out. We are not going to collect that IV from you. Take it back to where you are coming from. I was begging them, not knowing that King Sunny Ade is in his office. I was still begging them, please collect this IV from me now. If you see me, then the way I dress, you won't allow me to enter into your office. No money now. There was nothing. If you see my shoe, if you see the cloth I wore, you won't allow me to enter because I look ugly. You won't like it the way I look. My shirt self wasn't there. But I summoned the courage that King Sunny Ade needs to know the person, needs to know that name. I just want him to just know that, not knowing that Baba King Sunny Ade has been seeing me on TV. Because when I did money, some years later, one man helped me. His name is Adeyemi Oyebade Ade Promotion. He was the one that helped me to shoot the video of that album. I shot it and it was marvelous. Then it was great. Then it was that man. I enjoy his company. He tried for me. So he was the one that shot that video. So they used to play it. People like that song. The song was bigger than me then. People will say, they'll be asking, are you sure you were the one that sing that song? You are not the one. See the way you are. See the way you look. You can't sing such song. So I had to go and
repackage yourself.
Yes, and I shot video because I want people to know the person that sang that song. So not knowing that King Sunny Ade has been watching me on TV. So when, as God will have it, Baba was just coming out of his office. He was coming out. I don't know where he was going. He was just coming out. I've seen him. When I saw him, and I decided not to go again, I was now shouting, collect this IV from me now. I want Baba Sonny to come to my album launch. Collect it from me. So when when they saw that King Sunny Ade was coming, they wanted to push me out. They've been chasing me out. I didn't go. When they now said, Baba now did like this. Who are you pushing now? Mega99. When Baba mentioned my name, I just fainted. I fainted. King Sunny Ade. Baba knows me. Baba knows me. Baba mentioned my name. I've not seen him in my entire life before. I've not met him. So it just Mega99. When Baba mentioned my name, I fainted for some minutes. I woke up. When I woke up, I prostrated for him. Baba said, my son, what do you want me to do for you? I said, my album launch is near and I want him to come. He now said, bring the IV, I will come. I said, what do you say, Daddy? He said, I will come. Daddy, I asked him for the second time. What do you say? I said, I will come. Go, don't worry. To my greatest surprise, on that very day, someone just walked up to me. That guy just walked up to me and he said, Baba Sonny Ade is around 12 o'clock, 12 noon. I said, it's too early. It's too early. But you see, we are still putting things together. So if you are sure Baba Sonny Ade is around, come back around 3 o'clock. When it was 3 o'clock, that person came again and he said, Baba Sonny Ade, are you sure Baba Sonny Ade? We are still putting things together now. We are still dressing the hall, setting the chairs, the hall was scanty. Nobody was here now. Come back around 6. Before that 6, people have gathered. Big men were in that hall before that 6. So when it was 6, that guy now came back to me and he said, Baba Sonny Ade is around. Are you sure Baba is around? Okay, if you are sure, let's go and see whether. So when he was going, somebody now called me that come. Somebody just came, go and attempt to. So I didn't follow him. So do you know what? Baba Sonny just walk inside. When he walk inside, if you see the noise, if you see the way people were flabbergasted, people were happy, people were just jumping up. I couldn't dance. I don't know what to do. I did not know what. I was just crying. Said, this man promised to come, and he came. Not only that, Baba now said, I want to launch this album. Back then, if you see the money Baba gave me, the money was much. Baba gave us 500,000. Everywhere just scattered. If you see the way the crowd were happy. No, that day too was I now asked Baba to sit down. Baba Sonny Ade was sitting down and I performed. He blessed me, he prayed for me, he took one of the album and he blessed the album. But today, I'm thanking God.
All right, before we round up this section, I just want to know, how do you form your band? How do you gather the bands together?
You know, my father, like I said before, built a church. So what else do I need? We have those who are playing talking drum, those who are playing drums, those who are playing. When we formed that band, we were 8. Now we're 20 something. So I just called them. Though when I started growing up, a prophet came from another church and he said, you'll be a star in your life. You are going to be a great musician. So after that prophetic message, I now decided to form my band. Though when we formed that band, we were 8 in number. It was rough and tough. If they give you a prophetic message that you are going to make it in life, don't you know what you are going to face before
you get there?
It will be difficult for you to get there. Some people along the line, they die. But today I'm giving thanks to God. So when we were 8, we formed that band. There, nobody want to, we couldn't get show. Nobody want to reckon with us. They never wanted to call us to their party. They never wanted us, because no album, nothing. So whenever we see where people sit down enjoying themselves, we call ourselves, where are you? Because we are living very close to the church. All of us were living very close to the church then. So we'll call ourselves, we'll carry talking drum, shekere, agogo. We'll go to that place. We'll be singing for them. When they are, maybe at times we do go to Bia Palo. Back then, they used to do poster. They want to do burial. We'll go and look at that poster. Is there any number on it? No number then. Maybe we can get the address of those who want to do that burial. We'll go and meet them. Do you need a musician? Do you need a musician to come and play for you at your party? We said, who are you? They will chase us away. Bro, do you know how to sing? Where's your album? Go and bring your album to show that you are a competent or a standard musician.
There's no album.
No album. There wasn't album then. we'll just be going from one beer parlor to another. We'll make small money. We'll share it. From there, people started encouraging me. This guy is trying, So I'm trying. I will try more. I'm trying. I'll try more. So I started. I used to sing like Baba Obe, Baba Sonny, Sashina Peter then. I started composing my own. I started putting effort. Because I'm a creative musician. Creativity has brought me this far. Creativity, I like to be creating songs, to be composing songs. I didn't say I'm not singing another person's song. I used to say, when I formed my band, I used to play for country club. I play for them a lot. So whenever, those who are in country club, they are old men. So we'll be singing like Baba Obe and Baba Sonny for them. So as we are doing that, I'm composing my own too. So the one I composed in that 2023/2024, Ori Lonise, the beginning of that album that I did, I sang one song there. Ọlọ́run ti gbà fún mi o. I never knew I was praying for myself. Ọlọ́run ti gbà fún mi o. Not that after that album, things just changed for better. No,
It was tough.
After fourth, things started changing bit by bit. After fourth album, and I used to release back then. After 2 years, you don't get it.
I'm listening.
After I don't used to release every year. I used to release after. Before I did that, the one that brought me to Limelight, I've done 2. The first one I did it in 1998.
What is that?
My mother. We printed 100. We didn't sell up to 18. Did we sell up to? My mother and I listened to that album. I did it for her. People didn't buy it. They didn't reckon with us. People were mocking me. Is this how to sing? He said, I felt bad. And I did another one in year 2000. I tattooed that one prayer. So when I tattooed that one prayer, we printed another 100. My church member tried. They bought we sold about, was it not 70 something or 80 something out of
100.
Out of 100.
At least.
At least it was more encouraging that the one I first did now. That one we sold 18. We've moved to 80 something now. So I was happy a bit because I tried. I was praising myself. I never knew that. I've not done anything. So now I did the first one I didn't launch me to Limelight. That was 1998. I formed the band. Don't forget that. I told you that I formed the band in 1994. My first album was in 1998. The second one, year 2000. It was rough and tough too. We couldn't get anything out of those albums. So I now called a meeting that, come, don't let us be looking at this. Let's do another one. It took me another 3 years, 2001, 2002. We were rehearsing. We didn't relent. We just rehearsing. No show to go, no party. They didn't invite us. We've not. The album we did, they didn't reckon with them. So we started that serious rehearsal. 2001, 2002, 2003. And I decided to tattoo that one. Money. That one was the one that launched me into life. When I did it, I couldn't get any promoter. And I took it to one man. His name is Taiwo Akishola Omo Baba Woli Nila Samaja. He now said, don't you know the meaning of promoter and presenter? He said, I'm a presenter. Why do you bring it to me? I said, I couldn't get any promoter. That is why I brought this. And I said, what do you now want me to do? Be promoting it? He said, I'm not. Okay, I will help you. That man now printed about 50. He now distributed it to his friends. He started playing that album. Everywhere. So no video to show that I was the one that sang that song. So I'll just be going to people that,
it's my song.
You'll be laughing at me.
You
That look at yourself. If you see my neck then, hey, they used to call one Olorun Gigun Bigo Magi Olomi. Hey, my neck was very, I look ugly. So they just look down on me. You see your shoe, see your cloth. You sandal, shut up. So as God will have it, he now sent that man to me, that man that shot the video. People now, this guy, okay, what's on that sandal? People now started recon. They started calling us to started reckoning with us. So
the background play a very big role in your journey, from where you are coming from your parents, from your father, from the environment where you grow up. And I want to advise those that will be listening to this interview, one of the reasons why we are having this conversation with you is not only to tell your story, but to encourage somebody out there. Because time is coming that this interview will become the only message that somebody needs to listen to move forward in life. You are in South Africa.
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
I feel at home. I feel great.
Is this your first time coming?
Yes, this is my first time of coming. Baba Egun has been on it for about 3 years now. I praise that man. I thank the entire church members of Alpha and Omega Parish beside the center. In fact, Baba Igun has been spending money back to back for about 3 years now in order to bring me here. But as God will have it this year, God has done it too. Baba Igun has been able to do it. So this is my first time of coming here.
Let's now do something very significant, something very interesting. You are in South Africa.
Yes.
I just want you to give them one beautiful song from your heart.
Out of my song, or I should compose?
Out of your song. If you want to compose, that is allowed as well. So that will be the new album coming from South Africa.
Okay. First and foremost, I would like to use one of my songs to pray for those who are watching this interview. Ọ̀nà àrà ooo lórúkọ Jésù lómi ń bá wọnú àgbọ̀n ọ̀nà àrà ooo lómi ń bá wọnú àgbọ̀n o olóhùn àgbọ̀n ọ̀nà àrà gbé gbogbo wa ga òun àgbọ̀n ọ̀nà àrà lànà fún wa. Òun adẹ́túbọ̀ ọ̀nà ara sọ wá dé lórí gẹ́ngẹ́ngẹ́ngẹ́ngẹ́ngẹ́ àmì o àṣẹ tó máa sọ wípé wàá gbọ́ àdúrà mi yẹ o bá mi ṣe kí n lè rògòlò láyé yípadà sọ wípé ó ti gbọ́ àdúrà mi ó ti ṣe mo ti rògòlò láyé. Mega99 is live in South Africa, courtesy CCC Alpha and Omega Parish beside the center. Ó ti lágbára jù. Baba Igun has done it too. I'm in South Africa. This is my first time of coming here. It is really home away from home. The hospitality they are giving me is second to none, man. Because they are taking good care of me.
All right, before we say goodbye, I just want you to say thank you to those that have helped you in the journey so far and to those that have made it possible for you to be here in South Africa.
Wow. I cannot but thank those who have been there for me. Those who have been there, those who were there when I was nobody, and those who are still there for me up to this moment. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. May God continue to bless you. Untimely death will not be your portion. You will be moving from glory to glory. God will bless you more than expectation. Thank you for being there all the time. Thank you. God bless you. Love you.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching this. Please share it. And if you don't have opportunity to know who Mega99 is, please go onto his place. Please, I just wanted to dish out to the people. How can people get hold of you, especially on the social media?
On Instagram, my handle is Mega99 Official. On Facebook, I like that name. On my Instagram, Mega99 Official. On my Facebook, Mega99. You get it? On my YouTube, Mega99 Official TV. We are on Audio Mark 2. So, like it, stream my song, follow us, follow me on all social media platforms. God bless you as you do that.
All right, the African Porter is putting Mega99 on the spotlight right here, right now, to make sure that the music is trending and the Mega99 name is trending across Africa and across the globe. So please join this great trending man that is working very hard. He's right here in South Africa, making things happen. He's in the studio with us here in South Africa. Please keep sharing it, keep talking about it. I'll see you again. God bless you. I remain yours, Dari Oluso. Bye for now.